in Ghana. If we export it, if it's going to give us a problem, then let people vote no. If people think that it will not give us a problem, let them vote yes. And this is something the voters themselves must make a call. That's why I believe that nobody should be able to impose his or her ideas or ideals on others when it comes to democracy. Educate the people to understand what the no means. Educate them to understand what the yes means. So that when they go there and they are voting no or they are voting yes, they know these are the implications. I always say choices have consequences. So once we decide on this, then we go by the effects.
Okay, so the no means maintain the status quo.
The no means maintain the status quo. Okay. And you know, we've been hearing Parliament is also doing something. Yes, if the parliamentary process goes through, then that means, and there is no, it means there will still be election of MMDC, but it will not be based on partisan. Okay. Just like the way the status quo, the assembly
member. Would that be problematic?
No, I don't think it will be problematic. Okay. It will still, I think many people generally like the elections, but we are divided on whether it should be partisan or non-partisan.
Okay. Now, I've heard the Catholic Bishops' Conference. They are insisting that there isn't enough education of the public and there's a lot of confusion out there. Indeed, they believe that you and your neighbors, the NCC, are the ones who have to take up this task. Is the Electoral Commission doing anything in that regard?
No, the Commission is doing a lot because, you know, we've rolled out some commercials on TV and we are making appearances like my colleague and I are doing now. But the electoral, when you look at our mandate, it is not so much of our job to go and tell people why they should vote, why they should vote. We are mandated to how they should vote so that we don't have spoiled ballots, rejected ballots, etc. But nevertheless, we've still gone out of our way, rolling out commercials, telling people elections, December 17th, we have a referendum, we have district assembly elections, we have unit committee, and we are doing that. So now we get the feeling, and based on the information we are getting from our officers on the ground, it's like people are now hearing a lot about the district assembly
My last question
elections.
to you is whether this, first, Kwaku hinted of it. Secondly, Martin Pebu supports that. Thirdly, Dr. Kwaku Friye, who is a Minister of State, also backed that particular claim. And there is also the president of the Catholic Bishops' Conference, who says, why don't we defer, get people to understand it better, then we go into the election? Is the Electoral Commission ready for any such decision? You
know, in our constitution,
yes,
the only elections in Ghana which are fixed is the parliamentary election and the presidential, the general election and the presidential election, which is December 7th, 2020.
No matter what happens.
No matter what happens, we have to. Unless maybe there is something so extraneous, so catastrophic, or so, if you like, angelic, which will warrant that we cannot do it on December 7th, 2020. Apart from that, you know, this district level elections and referendum, initially we proposed December 10th. And we came back and said, looking at our calendar, we could do it well on December 17th. So if there is a push from the authorities, you know, this election is largely being pushed by the Ministry of Local Government and District Assembly. So we work together with them. So if there is a push, but the only thing I can assure you is that we can't accommodate any other elections apart from presidential and parliamentary elections in 2020.
So apart from that, we can't do this election?
No, we can't. It will not work with our schedule.
But
and that one, we make that call.
So if there's a deferment, it should happen within 2019?
2019.
Between January and...
We will not allow anything in 2020. Because it will affect our calendar. We have a presidential election, which by law, we are supposed to do it on December 17th.
Is there a financial cost if there's deferment?
Oh, certainly there will be financial cost. Well, election is a process.
Okay.
We started planning towards this election somewhere last year. This year, we've done limited registration. We've done exhibition. We've done a lot of things. We have recruited. Because of the referendum, we've engaged a lot of people to work on it. Because we will have people who are ballot issuers for referendum. So we've injected a lot of money.